Okay, look, I'll admit it. I do have a problem. I have way too many action cameras. But despite how this pile of cameras looks, I do use them all the time. Action cameras are some of my favorite cameras. I take them whenever I go out. I generally have one in my bag or in my pocket for travel, for biking, for hiking, any outside activities where weather may be not ideal for other cameras. They're always in my pocket. They're super handy. I love the resolution. I love the pictures. And with that in mind, that's why I purchased the GoPro Mission 1. I've been one of the people that have been wanting an action camera with a 1-inch sensor, a Type 1-inch sensor. Now that one's released, I am going to play with it and test it out. I've had it for about 2 weeks. I've taken it kayaking. I've taken it a few other places. And so far, I'm enjoying the camera. Just to give you an idea of what I use my action cameras for, here's a little collection of clips from the last few years from various action cameras. So the Mission 1 will be filling in on some of these shoots in the future. Size-wise, this is a chunky camera. It's solid, it's heavy, but it is a lot larger than the Hero 13. And just for some comparisons, look at this. The Action 2 lens is equal in size, or I'm sorry, the Action 2 camera, the full camera without the battery module is about the same size as the Mission 1 Pro lens. So that right there shows how much larger this camera is. Performance-wise, much better than the Action 2, but yeah, size-wise, there's going to be some trade-offs on which camera you bring with you on a daily basis. I have found the lens does poke you in the leg as you walk, so you need to make sure it's sticking out. GoPros, in my opinion, have the best mounting solution. I love the quarter 20 that's built in along with the little legs that pop out. With DJI, I'm often having to buy a third-party accessory that does the same thing as GoPro has. I do find that the camera is larger, but it's not too large. I've been taking everywhere the last couple of weeks. Compared to 1-inch sensor cameras, it's right in the ballpark. You're not going to notice that it's that much bigger or smaller than them. It's pretty much on par. And I often take this camera with me along with a larger camera, such as my S5 Mark II, and you can just see how much smaller it is than that camera. But it is large for an action camera, but small compared to my other cameras. And with that being said, here's some clips I took with the Mission 1 Pro over in Northern California over the last couple weeks. So after 2 weeks with this camera, honestly, I think the video quality is outstanding. The 8K looks wonderful. I haven't had too many opportunities to use it thus far. I've, just my trip to the coast and some kayaking around town. The 8K looks great. The 4K looks great. The slow-mo, the 4K 240 looks really good. I'm excited to play with it some more. A couple things that GoPro did that I really love is with the Hero 13, I would charge it overnight. I'd drive to a destination, I'd power it on, it'd already be down 10-15%. I'm finding with the Mission 1, it's staying at 100% when I turn it on a day or two later, so it's holding a charge. Battery life seems to be pretty good. I used it all day the other day kayaking, took a ton of videos, a ton of pictures. It held up all day long. Fast charging, I find it charges just as fast as the DJI products now. So if I do get to a point where the battery's low, I can just plug it in a battery bank, plug it in the car, plug it in anywhere, and it's going to charge it fast. My only negative that I have thus far is just the size. It's a little large. I don't know if it'll fit in some. I have some hiking jackets I wear with a breast pocket, and I usually put an action camera in that. So I don't know if the GoPro will fit that well in that. It might be more of a bigger backpack pocket camera, but it's definitely found a place in my arsenal of cameras. I might have to purge some of the cameras I have. Maybe the Action 4 might go, or the Action 5, because I think the Action 6 is outstanding. I think the Hero 13 I want to keep for underwater, and then the Mission 1 is just a wonderful camera so far. So I'm very happy with the purchase. I hope GoPro stays in company. I think this is a good direction for them to go. This is a cinema beast for an action camera. It still doesn't touch some of my mirrorless cameras as far as video footage, but the frame rates and the resolution are outstanding. Even in low light, been pretty impressed. That one scene I took with a campfire, that was at dusk with a campfire. I could have never taken a shot like that with the Hero 13. It would just look like mush. So good camera, happy about it. Excited to do more shoots with it, take it on more adventures, and see what it creates for me.